Hi guys, welcome back to our channel and to another vlog. As you'll all be aware, obviously we didn't end up getting the house tour video done, but the reason will become apparent next week or the week after when we share the video that we've been making in the background. So we've been recording a lot of footage in the background and just haven't simply had time to get 2 videos done. So this week what we're going to do is just a little general DIY video, bit of gardening, bit of stuff at the house and a few other things, and we'll take you along with us. And then, as I said already, there'll be a big sort of video in the next sort of 2 weeks. We've had quite a big project going in the background and we're looking forward to showing you that too, so look forward to that.
Okay guys, so we're going to go to a new garden centre today. We go to our usual one, but this time we're going to go to a different one. Got my matcha, so let's see what we find there and end up spending too much again, so
let's go.
So here we are, checking it out. James has been here already by himself. He wandered here the other day after work, but it's all new to me. And there's a car park over the other side. It's not car park, sorry, car wash. The other side. There's all the little daffodils. We found some more Trellises, but nicer ones.
Yeah, they're a lot more sturdy than the one we bought from B&M, but at the end of the day they're probably twice or three times the price, maybe more.
Yeah.
So
Here's some Christmas trees. You want to have an early Christmas?
it actually is. That's what it shows on it. Getting ready for next year.
Yeah. When we went for our honeymoon, we went to Barbados, and it was around like Christmas time because our wedding was a November wedding. So we were saying how strange it is for us Europeans to have Christmas in a sunny time. You know, it feels so out of place. But yeah, just walking around here, seeing what else there is. It's become a bit of a hobby for us, this gardening.
Yeah. We won't bore you too much with looking around all the stuff, but we'll give you a few little bits of B-roll of some of the nice flowers and things that we see, and then obviously we'll show you if we buy anything, so let's get on with it. So guys, that's us back from the shops. We didn't actually end up buying anything for the garden. We just got a few things for the house that we needed. Went to B&M Bargains and went to that garden centre, as you'll have seen. So we're just back home now. We're going to get a few things done. First thing we're going to do is I bought a little grow house, greenhouse, whatever you want to call it. It's just plastic. I bought that for growing the tomato plants and the bell pepper plants in. So we're going to set that up and get them growing. Then we also bought a little thing from Timu or however you want to pronounce it, for keeping the blueberries protected from the birds, because when the blueberries start to obviously ripen, the birds are just going to eat them all on us, so we have to put that over the blueberries. So there are a few little jobs to be done outside, maybe a bit of other garden work, and then also I'm just going to give you a quick look at how our vegetables are getting on and a few extra things we planted. So yeah, a bit of a tour outside, and yeah, we'll take you along now and show you. So this is what it is. It's like a netted type of thing, so we just bought it to be able to put it over blueberries because the birds will be at it, so we'll just have to put it together. It's like tiny little metal pieces and then netting over it. So basically a mesh tent. So here is part of our first little vegetable harvest of the year. Some of the French breakfast radish that I grew. So you might have saw in one of our shorts that we put up where I grew them and how I harvest them. You literally just pluck them out of the ground after about 6 to 8 weeks. And they're really tasty and completely homegrown and organic, no fertilizers added, anything like that. So yeah.
Would this been like that here? Yeah.
Yeah, this is how it works. You just spread it out. It needs to be spread out more. Spread it out like this.
That's about its limit.
So guys, this is a trellis that we're going to mount on our fence, and we're going to plant 2 climbing rose bushes here, and obviously we're going to attach them to the fence when they're big enough. So the plan is we're going to install another flower bed the same width as the one we have at the back of our garden, and that'll be coming up in another video sometime in the summer. So this is the little grow house that I bought, and we're gonna put our bell peppers and tomatoes into this. It's not great, it was £15 as you can see, £15 B&M bargain, so it probably won't last very long, but we'll put the tomatoes and bell peppers into this to see if they'll grow a little bit better, keep a bit more heat in, so let's get this built.
Right, so here we go. It's all built now. James is tying up this part because why? What are you gonna do?
Well, obviously whenever the flowers actually bloom on the little tomato plants, then the bees need to get in to pollinate and sort of like germinate them so that the tomatoes form, and possibly the bell peppers. I don't know, I've never grown them before. So
But hey, here's a question. How are you gonna get this to stay and not to fall when it's windy like today?
don't know, I had a plan to tie string from corner to corner, and then when the plant pots are set on top of it, they should act like a weight,
Yeah.
because they'll be sitting on top of the strings. I have some gardener's string, so just tie that across it.
So here we go. These are the plants. Not sure which is which. One is tomato, one is pepper. So I'll bring these out to James. Oh, and we'll see where he decides to put them.
Thank you. Bell pepper.
Ah, okay.
Bell pepper.
Another pepper. Here we go. These have been planted indoors since probably March, yeah?
Yeah.
So how long would you say it took for them to grow from seed to this?
Well, from March till now, whatever that is.
So
8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
see.
too bad. They've been held back in terms of growing because they're kept in a small pot. If they were in a big pot, they probably would have grown even bigger by now, but they've been kept small by the fact that they're in a small environment, in a small pot. So I expect the roots to be wrapped round and round and round the pot.
Yeah, do you think that affects how much it grows then?
Oh yeah, it'll
Yeah,
not
and
grow
how
very
quick?
big. Yeah, so whenever they go into this now and gets filled up with more compost, it should grow quite big. Over time, obviously, it's not going to grow overnight,
Yeah.
but it takes time.
We're so detached sometimes from how our food is made and how long it takes, and you know, people just go to the shop and they take it for granted, but it takes a long time, and especially when you want to have nutrients in your soil and all that, you know, so that your vegetables have more nutrients, and obviously that becomes more nutritious even for yourself. So I think it's given us a new appreciation for you know, what it means to actually grow something from beginning to end, and even the weather and how that impacts everything. So
Yep. Just need to make room for the plant to go in. Just check the depth. So this one's not doing too bad. The roots haven't balled around yet. You know, they're only starting to reach the edge because I repotted this not too long ago. So it's actually doing really well. So guys, this is the plants all planted into their final big pots. So we've got our tomato in the middle, tomato here on the right, and then bell pepper here. And then unfortunately I don't have room for all 4 pots, so I've got one bell pepper that's going to grow outside all year, and we'll just compare to see, do you really even need a greenhouse or a grow tent So that'll be interesting to see if this one does just as well as this bigger one. Now this one's obviously a bit further on in terms of growth, so yeah, we'll make a comparison at the end. So another job I have to do now is to heap up some more soil around the potatoes. Once the potato shoots get to around 8 inches high, if you heap up some more soil around them, it supposed to help produce more potatoes. So that's another little job we're going to get done now, and then I'll show you what we've got growing so far this season. So here we have our potatoes, and they're already growing like crazy. You might remember what they were like, literally just black buckets with nothing coming out of them a couple of weeks ago. Now they're growing like crazy, and what we're doing is, as you can see there, we need to heap up some soil around the base of these potatoes, so maybe up to around this level here, and that will help them produce more potatoes essentially. So yeah, that's what we're going to get on with now. Fill these up, and then there's other ones over here in the planter as well. They're coming on really well, so we need to give those a little bit extra in terms of soil around them as well. And then here is our carrots and parsnips. Now unfortunately not all of these came up for me. I think some of my seeds were dead. I'll just give you a closer look. And over here I've planted 2 different types of lettuce, and then I've got 2 different types of onions and some beetroot as well planted, so they still haven't come up, but it's all go and things are slowly making progress. It's very early in the season yet, but hopefully I'll have more to show you in maybe a month's time. We also we had to buy some strawberries because again I didn't manage to get the seeds to germinate, but we bought these strawberry plants. We got 6 strawberry plants for £8, so just planted them all in this one bucket, and hopefully they'll produce some more strawberries for us this year. Then the cucumber plants are planted out too. They're not doing so well. They seem to have, like, I think this is called powdery mildew, like a mold growing on them. Maybe they're getting too wet. I don't know what causes it, but there is ways and means of dealing with it. I might cut these sun leaves off and the plant should still do okay, and it might stop the spread of that mildew, so we'll do that as well. And then of course we have our radishes. There's still some I haven't harvested. Some radishes growing in here. And then what I do is, after I harvest a radish, I always plant another seed. So here we have seeds coming back up from radishes that I harvested recently. And finally over here we have our pot full of wildflowers that I planted, so that's going to really encourage bees into the garden and help with the whole pollination. So yeah, basically we'll get on with this now, heaping up the soil around the potatoes, and we'll take it from there. So guys, that's all the gardening basically finished for today. We're back in the house now, gonna relax for a bit, but I just thought I'd quickly show you a little update we've made in the living room. We finally got some frames for behind our couch slash sofa, whatever you call it where you're from, and we got these frames. They were reduced on sale for a closing down sale at a local store near us, so we bought those frames. Can't remember how much they cost, but they were pretty decent quality. And then we actually just got these prints off Temu, so they're really cheap. We were gonna buy different ones online, and they were working at like £50 each. So these were only like, I don't know, less than £10-15 for both of them. And they're not bad quality for what they are, and I think they look pretty good. Let us know what you think in the comments. So they're a similar size frame and similar theme to this piece of art that Ramona made herself. And then of course I made the floating frame for around it. So similar size and similar sort of idea behind them, and it just adds a bit more colour and a bit more of an interesting effect in our living room. So yeah, that's basically it guys. Here's Mumu doing guard. He's guard cat today. What do you think, Mumu? Got anything to say for yourself? He says hello. Anyway, yeah guys, thanks for tuning in again. And as I said, I know this video's been a wee bit of a mix match of all sorts of different things and different bits of gardening and going to shops and different other bits, but Yeah, like everyone else, we have our everyday lives, and it's not always easy to get footage and make videos, but we try our best, and we hope that you stick with us and that you enjoy what we do, get round to posting. But as I said, we do have a good video coming up, probably in 2 weeks' time, and we'll share that with you and all the stuff we've been up to and have been filming over the past few weeks that we haven't had any videos posted. So stay tuned, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.